Hello, Facebook. I'm Dr. Nancy Stanley, physical therapist, life and health coach, and I'm here with my new friend, Wendy. I just met Wendy in January of this year. I didn't know her, but I'm telling you what a joy it has been to meet her. And then the people that she knows, I'm telling you, she knows so many people. And Wendy is a massage therapist, and she joined my program, my January challenge, which started January 17th. And she didn't really need to lose weight. If you looked at her, you would never say she needs to lose weight. But she wanted to learn how to be healthy and how to eat healthy. And wow, I'm just so impressed with that, because more and more people, though, are approaching me and saying, I want to get healthy, because as you get older, you see what happens when you don't eat healthy. Your end of life experience is what I call it. So Wendy has got an interesting story, and here's what I want to say. I don't usually interview people this early in the challenge. She's like 30 days in, but she called me and she said, I want to tell my story because people need to hear it. And so I'm going to let her talk in a minute, but really this is about the most important health hack. It's about sleep. If you are not sleeping, it's going to be really hard for you to lose weight, for you to be healthy, for your brain to function like it needs to function, because when we sleep is when our body heals itself. God created us to sleep 8 hours or more. Okay, we need that much sleep. And Wendy was getting about 2 hours. So I don't know how she was doing it, but it wasn't working for you, was it?
No, ma'am.
No. Okay. All right. So I'm going to let her talk, and I appreciate you, Wendy, wanting to tell people this, because so many people are embarrassed, like I don't want to tell this or that, but Wendy was ready and willing, and that's what a person that wants to help people is about, and that's why she does massage, to help people, and she sees a lot of people. So she's going to tell you about it, and I'm excited to hear it too.
Okay, Nancy. I had sleep troubles for about 20 years. I've probably been on Ambien for about 6 years every night. But still with the Ambien, I'll go to bed at 11 o'clock, 10:30, 11 o'clock. Sometimes I fall asleep at 11:30, around there. But when I fall asleep at 11:30, I'm still up by 2:30, maybe 3:15. 2 to 4 hours is all I'm getting with the Ambien. That's a strong drug, people. So I called Miss Nancy and I was telling her, she said, how are you doing? And I said, I'm doing good, but I'm still not sleeping. So she said, I got a product I want you to try. So I came over and got a bottle, and I started tracking. I always track my sleep, but I started tracking my sleep and paying attention to it. And I was sleeping anywhere, like I said, from 2 to 4 hours. Well, I started taking the product, and in less than 3 weeks, my sleep is 7 hours and 58 minutes and 7 hours and 46 minutes in the last 3 to 5 days, or the last week I've been tracking it, and it's going about those hours about every day, average those hours.
I would say that's a miracle.
It's a miracle.
Yeah. And your life is going to be so much better because of it. And so we were just sitting here talking. So not only did she start taking the product, and I'm going to show you the product in a minute, but she also changed her nutrition. So she was one of these people, like I was, that said no fats, low fat, got to keep your fats down, got to count your calories, but she knows better now. And so she's using olive oil, she's using canola oil, she's using butter, she's eating whole healthy foods. Okay, so meat and vegetables, eggs, nuts, seeds, milk, whole milk, not milk, but whole heavy whipping cream, those kinds of products. And so I think the combination, of course, of the product and healthy eating, because your brain needs fat. Your brain is 60% fat, and so your brain needs fat. So here's the product. You hold up your bottle. We're going to hold up our bottles here. All right, the name of the product is SWISH. Now let me tell you, so tell me, Wendy, what are you getting out of this? What is the one, I'm trying to think of the word, what is the one thing, starts with a G, that you're getting out of this? Besides good sleep. Glutathione.
Glutathione.
Yeah.
I was thinking like benefits. What was I getting out of
Yeah,
it?
okay, so glutathione is your body's master antioxidant. Everybody has it in every cell. And the reason you don't hear about it is because it's not something you can do a blood test and check. But we know if you talk to a chemist, they'll tell you that every cell in your body has glutathione. And as you age, it diminishes. It peaks at like 21 or 22, but then it diminishes. And there are things that make it diminish. Stress, too much sun, too much exercise, toxins from the outside, the air, and from water, all the things in unfiltered water and in the foods that we eat, the pesticide, all those things. So by the time you're my age, I'm 65, it's pretty much at a very low level, unless you've been doing things to enhance your glutathione and boost your immune. And I've been doing that for a long time. Let's say at least 15 years, 12, 15 years. But most people don't even know that. They just think, well, if you feel okay, you should be okay. But your glutathione is diminishing. So what this does, it's nano-sized glutathione particles, which means they're less than 10 nanometers, and they absorb through your mouth. So you put this in your mouth, 2 capsules in your mouth, you swish it and you swallow it. And you didn't tell the other good part of the story. When you first did the product, what happened with your pain? You just were telling about your sleep.
Yes.
Because that was a big deal, but the pain.
Yes, I'll wake up at night and my arms and hands, from like my elbows down, really my whole body is like tingling with nerve pain. I don't know really don't know what the deal is with that. But like 3 nights after I started taking it, I called her back. I said, I have to order some of this, because I had gotten my bottle from her. I said, I have to order some of this and get in on the program, because I don't feel my nerve pain anymore. I woke up like twitching and like tingling and twitching, and I have not felt that anymore.
Yeah. So I think, if I were Wendy, I would just take it and drink it down.
I want to.
Yeah. And, I swish at least 2, maybe sometimes 3 times a day, and I feel great. My sleep has also improved. I started taking it last July. I took a product, a glutathione enhancer, a precursor to this, for about 10 years. But when I saw that they were nano-sizing it, so let me just say this. The issue with supplementation, nutraceuticals, is always delivery and absorption, getting it into your body, into your cells. And so this is breakthrough technology. The founder of this company has done about 4 or 5 breakthrough products, and he came out of retirement to promote this product. And I'd love for you to meet him. I'd love to tell you more about it. But anyway, we're going to put a link below where you can go on and order this product. You can message me, you can message Wendy. You're Wendy Brown Phillips, right, on Facebook? Yeah. So message her, and we're excited to share this with the world. Wendy is not the only person that has called me. Sometimes you give people stuff and you don't really hear from them. You have to check back with them and say, did you feel anything? How did it work? Literally, my neighbor across the pond over there, he took it home. The next day he called me and he said, Nancy, wherever you got this, I want some more, because my hip pain is gone. Now this is an upstanding citizen in the community, all right? The other person was another upstanding citizen. She called me the next day. She took 3 doses of it, and she said, I want to sell this product. And I was like, I never saw you as somebody wanted to sell a product. She's got a full-time job. But she said, my pain is gone in my hips and knees. And just so many people with especially, well, I won't even say especially, nerve pain, sleeplessness, brain fog, lack of energy. So I wish you would share this. I see Debbie Banks on here. Hey, Debbie, I want you to share this video, because there's somebody out there that wants to try it. And that's what I say. Just take a bottle, try it. Here's what I'm going to tell you. Even if you don't feel it, it's working, because everybody needs glutathione. There are people, I talked to a guy just a couple weeks ago. He's getting it IV, paying $200 to get it IV, and when you get it IV, it only lasts a few hours. So this is going to support you. It's amazing. I'm so excited to be. I never sold a product before, and I never did really want to sell a product, because I promote health and I do my health coaching. But when I saw this and I had my own experience and I had those people have an experience, I'm like, you know, this is something I'm ready to put my name behind. I'm ready to encourage people to get it into your body. Why wouldn't you? $50 and some change for shipping. Why wouldn't you put this in your body? So Wendy, you got anything else you want to say?
Yes, I also want to say, I have forgotten about this. If you have anybody that's on swing shift or a truck driver, my husband drives a truck, and yes, and if you will, you can catch your husband if you're married to a truck driver, you know what I mean. Monster drinks in their truck, 5 Hour Energy maybe. So I gave him this and I said, take this and get rid of all the stuff. I'm scared you're going to blow your heart up or something like crazy is going to happen to you. So he did, and he came in probably about 8 days later, and he said, I don't know what's in that blue bottle, but I'm going to take some in my truck because I have not been sleepy at night. So when he leaves it in the night, when he has to leave, he swishes, and then if he's coming back in the morning and he's been gone a really long time, he may pour another capful and swish again. Most of the time he doesn't, but it's helped him tremendously to get rid of all the things in his truck that I was really afraid was gonna hurt his heart.
Oh my gosh. Is that a month? Yes, one bottle is a month's supply. Let me see if anybody else has a question. Okay. Okay, I don't see any questions. If you have a question, post it on here. But please share this video. Just hit the share button, and you know, we'll get you a link where you can go on and order the product. And there is also another product. It's a spray product. You can spray it on your face. I actually had a biopsy done on my chest, and it was really deep. And I sprayed. It's the same product. It's just in a spray, and it has some hyaluronic acid in it, which everybody knows any skin product's going to have that in it. I've got some before and after pictures of my skin. And honestly, when I put them up beside each other, I'm like, where is that line that was there? I mean, I was surprised.
Blown away.
I was blown away. Yeah, we've got lots of information, lots of before and afters. But anyway, you can go on there. You'll see one is called Swish. This is Swish. It's Swish because you put it in your mouth and you swish it for like a minute to 90 seconds, and then you just swallow it, like 2 capfuls. I'd start off, if you have any pain or problems, I'd start off doing it like 4 times a day. And then you can cut back to, I do twice a day usually, unless, you know, I've got something new going on, some event or something that I'm doing. But yeah, so all right, so let me just recap. Wendy started the product. 6 days later, your pain went away.
Yeah.
She called me, she said, could it be this product? I'm like, yeah, it could be, because she had surgery on her elbows, in both elbows in December, and had been out of work because, you know, she had the surgery. And so, but she was still hurting, even with the surgery.
Just the tingling and
yeah,
and the numbness.
Well,
but that's all over my body, so I knew my elbows was not going to fix what was in my legs and toes and all over my body at night. Me waking up, I knew. You know.
Yeah. Wow, you're right, Lisa. It is a wow. I mean, for me to sell a product, it's got to be a wow, because that's not what I mean, you know, I didn't really need to. I mean, but when you've got something, when you're a person like me and like Wendy, and maybe you, that wants to help people, and you have it in your hands to do. It's kind of like the Bible says, if it's in your heart to do good and you don't do it, it's a sin. My grandma used to tell me that. Even after she died, I would think about I needed to, like I'm taking some food to a family tonight. God prompted me to do that this morning. And if I had said no, it would have been a sin. So I feel like God has prompted me to sell this product. If it's for you, I hope you'll jump on and order, and message me if you have questions. You can message Wendy, and we're here to answer those questions. We'll be doing a live event soon with maybe the founder of the company, for sure, one of the board members, because it's blowing up all over the world. I'm telling you, they sold $1 million product right off the bat. It just kind of went like that, and so you don't want to miss it. So thanks. You want to say anything else you want to say, Wendy? You keep coming up with these nuggets. I'm like, you didn't say that. Yeah, I think the thing about her husband, because we watched a video the other day of a doctor. Where's that Dr. Dixon? Where is she?
I think she's in California.
Okay. She's a doctor, and she treats truck drivers. and she did a study. How many truck drivers was it? She did 700.
I don't. It was
Yeah,
a lot.
it was a lot of truck drivers. She did a study on the truck drivers, and their sleep was much improved. And so it's going to take the world by storm. And here's what I'm going to say: it's going to upheaval the nutraceutical world, because next thing you're going to see is vitamin C, vitamin D, you're going to see it in a nanotechnology. But this company was the first one to do it, and there's nobody else doing it. So you're going to see it happening. You see some nanotechnology, but they don't get it down small enough. It's got to be less than less than 10 nanometers to get into the cell. So they're not there yet, but this company did it, and it was a scientist that had been studying nanotechnology for 20-something years, over 19 years, and he is in his 70s, and he was like, I'm so proud to finally be, my science, what I'm doing in the lab is finally getting out to the public. And Steve Scott, the founder of the company, is the one that said, I'll take it and we'll market it. And I'm excited to be a part of it. I know. Yeah. All right. So thanks for joining me. Share the video, and we'll talk soon.